vlog here. I got Madden NFL 19. I got here in the regular season game, I got the Rams versus the Oakland Raiders. The game that happened on ESPN last night. That happened about 10 something last night. I think it started. But anyway, just the game I'm doing here. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It will be a blessing. Let's get this game going here. Monday night prime time. What a game is going to be. I hope. Should I go with that right there? Let's go with the white and blue. This game going. How y'all day been so far, guys? Hope y'all having a good day today. Sorry I haven't been here for a whole week. By the way, say 5 days. So I've been busy. You know, I went to the weekend, spent time my whole weekend with my wife and everything. Went to a little hotel suite we had going, and you know, the rest of the couple of days, you know, just didn't do anything. So
Chucky
I'm back here today.
Back. It's the coach. This
ready
is
to get
week
it
one
going,
of the NFL
grind
on
in.
EA Sports. Coming up for the first time in more than 16 years, John Gruden takes to the sideline here in Oakland as coach of the Raiders. But they're in for a tough test against a playoff team from a year ago, the Los Angeles Rams. I'll talk to you again at halftime with a look back to games from yesterday. But first, we head
That
out
sure
to the
was a
East
tough
Bay.
task.
Standing by, here are Brandon
It was a good game the first half, but the Rams took the game over. Over is what I could do here this game.
The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Rams. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game, there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
When did they look like?
No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
I spent plenty of time this offseason listening to people debate about whether Derek Carr is actually a top 10 quarterback in the NFL or whether he's more a middle-of-the-pack guy. If he's a top 10 quarterback in the league, then you're thinking
it didn't work the last time. I don't know what's going on with my thing. I don't know if it's my phone or what. Yeah, I don't know.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
No.
And no, incomplete.
You're not getting that going right there.
The first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down. Yeah, the offensive starters here for the Raiders.
Let's highlight a big strength of this team, the offensive line led by Donald Penn,
line.
Kelechi Osemele,
They have a
and
pretty good
Rodney
offensive
Hudson.
line, though.
All three were Pro Bowlers in 2017.
They had a good draft
but it
pick
didn't
last year.
translate as well as they wanted on offense. Just
Well, they had
23rd
a
in
good
scoring and a
draft
6-10
pick.
record.
Well, I mean, this year it had a good draft pick. Excuse me. A good draft pick. They got Miller. Well, he's a good. And they had all the other guys that had. They was a good blockers.
An incomplete
I don't know
pass
what happened last
second
year.
and
Like,
10 from the 25.
season. Not a good defense, I tell you. One thing.
Now the first carry from Marshawn Lynch. And he's able to
pursue
plow
with the
forward
tackle.
up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 4 on
Lynch
the ground
picks
there.
up
They're now
4.
left with 3rd and 6. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Good
LaMarcus
front right
Joyner,
there.
formerly a cornerback, made the
Linebacker
move to
look
safety
decent.
full-time in 2017, and
And a
it suited
great
him and the
secondary.
Rams defense. Excellent instincts, understands where the
That's
ball's
what
going
all
to be,
teams
and not
need,
only does he
those
go and pursue
secondary.
it, he also tackles very well in the open field.
This defense looking for an early
got a
stop.
good secondary,
This
good
is
line.
3rd down and 6.
And linebacker will take the middle of the field. He got a good defense.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking for
Picked
Cooper,
off right
it's
there. Guess who it
intercepted.
is?
Picked off by Aqib Talib.
Aqib
And
Talib.
he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Cooper was the target there. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
That was a good interception.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back
Here
onto
comes
the
Jared
field.
Goff. And the offensive guys with the Goff is joined here with the Rams. See what happened with their offense. Him. Todd Gurley.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Great move, but still wrangled
4
before
yard
reaching
pickup.
the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Open space inside the 10. This will be caught inside
Oh,
the
what a
10.
catch. What a
And
throw
all
by
the way
Goff.
down to the 5. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get
Hard
started.
hit.
First drive of the season,
Oh, that's
what a
from
nice
Marty.
completion.
Let's see where I want to go here. I think I'm around Gurley.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Oh, Todd Gurley running straight up the middle.
Touchdown run. And the Rams
Look
are
at
gonna
that, yeah.
take a first quarter lead.
That was crazy.
And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal
Great
with.
blocking.
They got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
7-0.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run. the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Way deep back in the end zone.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. For these Raiders, a couple of years ago, 12-4, 2017 big-time disappointment, 6-10. But as they head out on offense here, optimism abound because on headset number 1 is a man named John Gruden.
And I would expect this team to take on his image in a big way. And I'm not just talking about the media look, right, with the snarling face and all. I'm talking about what he demands from his teams. Toughness on both sides of the ball. So that means they're going to under a heavy
rush. Who came in now? Peters.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush
Peters
like
came
that,
right through that. Cornerback spot ran all the way down to get to the quarterback. Wow. He came to that so quick, though. Before he got his head turned around, he was there.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Carr gives to Marshawn. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field.
So
let's see about the call.
Holding. Offense.
Oh.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, clinch. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Lynch is strong as hell.
No surprise watching Marshawn Lynch scatter bodies as he runs, but I remember doing games of his at Cal. And I remember the moves, the jump cuts, the elusiveness, as well as the strength.
We're talking about lawyer. What his name is?
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
Didn't get the ball, but still stop it.
When the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Fielded at the 43. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On first down, it's Gurley. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on second down is gone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Goff on third down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
At the first.
First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in.
I'll jump.
And offense. And that'll be accepted, of course. And
come on, yo.
Yeah. Still first down.
Pay attention next time.
A false start backs him up 5. First and 15. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking to set for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Belafonte. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Trying to get it to Woods. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for
bro.
you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Carr to throw on second down. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will score. Touchdown,
Y'all see that?
This defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Ooh.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now
They'll never make the
14-0.
field. You know what I don't get enough? They'll never make the field, the Raiders football field like they do in real life. In real life, they got a baseball field on their turf, on their grass. So why they ain't got it like that? I don't get that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio that should ever be in any discussion.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
To throw, it's Carr. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Here now, Johnny Townsend on for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's pulled in at the 32. And now running right through it. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Well, we turn our attention to the Rams here as the offense comes out. And so many positive vibes around this club entering 2018. Their 3rd season back in L.A., a new stadium on the way. And coming off of last year, Charles, and you said this to me in the car on the way over, it's going to be interesting to see what this year brings.
That's because they will actually be the team that's hunted now. And they haven't been that for a long time, meaning they're sitting on top of the NFC West. Many people think they might be the team to beat in the NFC overall, even with the Eagles and the Vikings staring at them. So explosive on offense last year. Defense kept getting better. And in the offseason, the defense...
Got him. 4-time Pro Bowler Derek Johnson. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Oh, no, Marcus Peters get hurt. Oh, no. The interception in this stuff.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Gurley again here on first down. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Great run down by Gurley. Good tackle by Camardi.
On first and 10, Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's brought down. So we played 1 quarter here on a Monday night.
That's the first quarter, guys.
Is our score, and we're back to Oakland after this.
Pretty good game for the Rams.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. And they're on the move here. They've got it first and 10.
I was throwing the ball pretty well. Got that 1 touchdown here in the first half quarter. I mean, you're doing great.
From the red zone now, Goff.
Oh.
Middle, and it's incomplete. The
linebacker,
Darren
yards,
Johnson there in
interception.
coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And the second round of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. The veteran safety, Reggie Nelson, right there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Nigga button shit.
So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. Right hash, 37-yard attempt.
I missed it.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead will grow.
Real
It's
life,
now
last
17.
night.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. They start the drive with Lynch. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Shard.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Lynch. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
From the gun now on third down, Carr looking deep in the direct, and this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, 62 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Tavecchio now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Trying to hurt all my key guys so I won't be good.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. They find some open field here. And they'll get it all the way out near
lucky.
to the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Well, partner, Gurley came on the scene in 2015 NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. It's been all systems go from game one.
And they talked about easing him into the lineup, and that's really what they did. But once they got him in, they couldn't get him out and to feed him the ball more and more. And it's because of these types of runs. He just breaks defenses down with his power and his physicality.
He's on his back.
First down, it's gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Gone. He's letting it fly for a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now after the INT, it's Carr. And that'll be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Carr going to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here now, Johnny Townsend, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 7. Not a big deal on that one, just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's in those yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third and long. It's gone. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner
First
route
down.
is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Goff on first down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll get this
Got him
one
in the
down near
post.
the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 22-yard line. A shotgun snap for Goff. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
2 minutes. In the second quarter to go.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Goff. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Goff. And down he goes. Brought down
I hate, sometimes I hate that. I hate really
One
do.
thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Here's Gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. His guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah,
what's up, man?
The offensive line knew it. Everyone
What's
did.
going on? You trash too, bro.
And he ended up coughing it up.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, now he bowls him over. And now running right through it. Look at this.
Man, what the fuck?
A breakaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. 69 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Fake bullshit!
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. A look now at the Oakland defense as they get ready. And they have the 3 takeaways, but still losing despite the effort that we see on the screen.
And thank goodness for that effort, because without it, they're probably really getting routed at this point. Keeping them in the game as best they can, they've got to increase their proficiency in taking the ball away, because right now they're not getting enough help from the rest of the squad.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now Goff on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Looking again in the direction of Woods. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, I don't got my blockers fucking up now.
To talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard.
Shit!
He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now a timeout taken. perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Carr throwing on second down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Please like, comment,
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it was Jared Goff with a strong first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
That bullshit-ass run right there. Hitting your bitch-ass nigga, just keep standing and keep running. Oh, what the fake-ass shit.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace. Because you're looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes
want to go in. Now since they stopped him, he had a bad night.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, but the execution of that defense right there. The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
On the handoff, Lynch. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing his car on 3rd down. That's some strong running. Cooper's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
That one good for 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Carr now, he's hit on just 5 of 15 throws, a poor percentage, but it's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Lynch. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Carr. It's caught. Nelson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just to back out him into the end zone.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's all capped off by a Marshawn Lynch touchdown run. To Vecchio now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Off play action. Here's Goff. He'll buy some time right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Goff. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
They are going for it. Goff, flush to his right. And open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback laying on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angle. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Bruce Irvin in there to drop it for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And now here come the Raiders. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. back to the ground, this time Lynch. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They run again on first down, Lynch. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On the handoff, it's Gurley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Again, they run with Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Here's Gall.
Where's the protection? Down!
Coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Whitehead, the Temple product, in a new uniform this season.
Yeah, moving over from Detroit now to the Oakland Raiders, and what they're going to love about him, his consistency. He shows up each and every week, understands the defense fully, and roams and makes a lot of tackles.
Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry. Not. He tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. They'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Raiders on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Carr. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. Here now, Johnny Townsend. He's been terrific so far.
Boy, I tell you, boy, it's so damn fake.
Taking it at the 22. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
70,
These guys
8 yards.
Their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain.
Fake
Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a 1st down throw. Gall. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
On 1st down, Gall. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Derek Johnson, there in coverage.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Throwing again is Goff. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Everything right.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here we go. It's Gurley going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To throw his car. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On play action, it's Carr. And he finds his man. It's the former Ram, Jared Cook. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Carr, he couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr gives to Lynch on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abukum in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got to beat.
Why you didn't throw the football?
It's brought down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A shotgun snap for Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley.
Damn, cook it in the damn hole.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Another guy hurt.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And that's going
Where's the pass in the first bitch?
However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Pass interference. Defense.
Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Goff now looking to throw.
See, man, why the hell they can't get... Damn!
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Mannion with his first toss since coming in. And his first throw here is incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go.
Look, what is the damn blocks? Where's the block?
Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is.
Shoulder turn, that's it.
Just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground.
Wow.
Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
He's going to air it. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Shoulder strong.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Bryant with a catch right side. Tronic, Martavis Bryant.
They is tripping over each other and everything.
Touchdown, Oakland. Martavis Bryant, 45 yards. And a forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Do a check.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense from the coordinator.
Well, guys, let's simulate the rest of this, guys. I'm used to playing no more. Oh, yeah, let's go right there. Oh, kick it to me.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts.
Thank you, whoever watched my vlog. Thank y'all for watching. With the light coming start of my channel, it was a real blessing.
I was really excited. I could barely
Thank y'all for
sleep
watching
last night.
again.
I can imagine being a
Y'all
player.
have a good evening. Thank you. Peace.
So for Oakland, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out